Check it out. Wow, wow. Please go, Jaja. One more time.
Tene stressi mungi nga ne covid yansalako ebizibu byetagisa sente nyingi onyumirwa akayimba kano omuswayiri agamba nti fuluta bangi nzijukira demu wange nakayaga erinnya ly'ezzungu ye Mary Jane oyo yambererawo nambudabuda mu nnaku ne mu ssanyu mu ghetto nemosite alibani alivawa alinzija mwana muwala ono Mary Jane. Mary, Mary, marijuana. Aba Babiloni, banda babubi, mugeto, nemosite. Mary Jane, mwagala, zemulabanga eddagala haabo. Abantu bangi balwadde kansa ne covid olw'okubanga eddagala tebalimanyi. Ne bwembe Colombia ne Jamaica, Mary Jane bamumanyi. Eyo mu America abana bamumanyi. Eyo mu Europe kikabuka. Amsterdam banywa kyere. Wano mu Africa be bana baliwo. Eno mu Uganda tukubwa nnyo. Alibani alivawa alinzija ku mwana muwala ono Mary Jane. Mary, Mary, marijuana. Mary Jane mama, Mary Jane mama, Mary Jane mama, alibani alivawa alijati alijatya. Alibani alivawa alijati alijatya.
It is the Creative Industry Talk. My name is Eddie Okela, and this is House of Talent Television, live from the capital city of Kampala to the rest of the world. And of course, we'd like to welcome all of you guys from all across the world to the program that gives you an insight into creativity, creative thinking, and marketing and communication, and understanding how things are done. Music, art, and culture is all fused in this one show. And of course, coming up on the show today for the second time, part 2, is the one and only Latif Kasumba Madoi Salif, the man of the Militati and many other titles, the man who makes, a shirt or a trouser in just 3 minutes. He has done it all across the world. He's been on different stages all across the world. And today, we are joined by a very, very special man on the show. The man who makes, you know, the live on stage fashion very interesting for everyone across the world. The man who makes the fashion of Latif comes to life. The man who plays the guitar. The one and only, you know, Jaja is in the building. Latif and Jaja, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Jaja, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm okay, sir.
You're good?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and Latif, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling great.
Feeling great?
Yes.
Well, I would like to welcome you gentlemen to the program today, and of course the Creative Industry Talk, as we left it last week. It was a great show. We enjoyed ourselves, discussed some really serious stuff. And today, back on the show, we're talking about a Ugandan fashion on the global stage. A Ugandan fashion on the global stage. Part 2. Oh, yes. Part 1 was last week, and Latif is here. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the Latif Academy. We're going to talk about Latif. We're going to talk about how he does the live on stage. But first, we want Jaja to sample for us that song that is always the great thing. Jaja, take it away from us. Come on!
Oh, kamanjulire omusajja design Latifu eyakuguka mukutunga you know I know mujjukire mu mwaka 2023 Lucky Dube bwe yajja wano Latifu ono ye yatunga ekyambalo kirungi Lucky Dube omugenzi mwe yayimbira bwe yaveeyo yagenda mu ggwanga ery'e Niger gye yawangula awadi mu kutunga bwe yaveeyo yafuna sikaala nagenda e Bufalansa gye yakugukira mu fasoni ne dizayini bwe yaveeyo yatandika Latif Academy ngesomesa fasoni ne dizayini teyakoma kwebyo naiya rasmansi nga lwe lunaku olw'abarasita mu nsi yonna twali tulyawo bwe yagenda eyo mu Amerika eyatungira mu bbanga ngali mu nnyonyi kati azze wano atulage ku bipya byalinawo Latifu tunga Latifu tunga.
Ladies and gentlemen, the son of Jaja.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Wow. Isn't that nice to have a creative industry talk where we bring talent live on stage in the studio, where we begin the show with a very great sound. Latif, how does this make you feel, like having Jaja do this kind of thing when Jaja is singing a beautiful sound coming out of Kampala?
Well, it's one of those motivating elements
Yeah.
when I'm doing stuff on stage.
Wow.
So
Wow.
music has always been my inspiration and
Yeah.
one of my motivational elements when I'm performing, when I'm working, even when I'm working at school.
Yeah.
Wherever I am, some music is playing. I love music with great lyrics, strong messages, you know, basically music that affects positively to, you know, society.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Jaja. How are you doing? And how do you get full names of Jaja, first of all?
Actually, Jaja Master Kaya,
Yes.
the man that you seeing right here
Yeah.
on my right hand,
Yes.
is the music teacher. ngera bowulira Jaja Master. He has a lot of respect to his name.
Yeah.
That's Jaja for you.
Wow.
And he teaches instruments. He also teaches vocals.
Yeah.
Awandika, you know, he writes all his music.
Yeah.
Naye Atira is sharing skills with me, as I'm also sharing skills with him.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, we want to welcome everybody from all across the world to the program today, and we want to talk to Jaja and we want to talk to Latif as well about the journey of taking the Ugandan, fashion to the global stage. We talk about the fashion out of Uganda. Do Ugandans have a fashion? Do we have a fashion? Yes. Do we have some people been doing some great stuff? Yes. Santa Zo is one of those people taking the Ugandan fashion to the world stage. We've got Stella Tal taking that to the stage. We've got Latif here doing it at a whole different level altogether. We've got Senson who is doing it at a whole different level. These are talented, creative Ugandan people. And we've got Jaja taking the sound on the stage. The beautiful sound of Uganda. You're gonna have to share this with your cousin, your grandfather, your grandmother, everybody in the family to be part of this. So I wanted to share this video far and wide. It's live, and of course we want to talk to these guys about Ugandan fashion. I want to start with Jaja. Jaja, let's talk about you. The first time Latif told you that, come and join me and we do this together, what came into your mind and how did you feel like?
Anyway, I feel it better.
Yeah.
I felt better. Let me say, I'm not fluent in English.
Yeah. No, Uganda Muganda.
Playing in Uganda better than English.
Yes.
Nze Jaja Master Kaya okuva ku Reggae Embassy.
Yeah.
Nga ndi musomesa tugabana obukugu ne banange obanga bintu mu ngeri y'ekirasta.
Yes.
One love.
Kibaita one love.
Yes.
Nali musanyufu nnyo.
Yeah.
Latifu yansinkana nakasero ewa muganda wange Jaja Kalanda.
Yeah.
Yansingana nina gitaawo nga njikusunamu nanyumirwa kyenkola olw'okuba nga ayagala nnyo abantu abalina talent.
Yes.
Nansiima era yampa ekirabo kya nusu 15,000.
Yes.
N'agamba nti musajja gwe ekyo kikusaana kubanga siise bulungi mu nsawo naye ettaano ezo tozindegera. Nangulira n'ebyokulyawo nampa n'ebibala mu nkole y'ekirasita. Neŋŋamba ye naye musajja ono alabika musajja mulungi nnyo. N'atandika okujjangayo nga nsikiriza okugenda ku Reggae Embassy. Reggae Embassy yali luddaawo Kazo nga okutte ku kikubo ekyejakana.
Yes.
Kala Latifu nanjagala paka lwe yampita nenzija ku Rasmans.
Yes.
We najja ku Rasmans nagamba nti sijja kudda nakasero. Nendandika okubeera ne Latifu.
Yes.
Paka nakakati.
Yes.
So ekibuuzo ky'ombuuzizza nawulira ntya.
Yes.
Nawulira essanyu era terikomanga paka nakakati.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Latif, yes, tell us more. You've heard what Jaja said. I want to say to somebody who has not gotten Jaja in English, in Uganda very well, from all across. There are people watching this show, all in the US, in the UK, in Canada, in Sweden, and in Denmark, all across the world, in Kenya, in Rwanda, in Tanzania.
Yeah.
I mean, what Jaja just said, I asked Jaja a question, how did it feel like the very first time Latif called you to come and join him on the show? Yeah. And he said that he felt very good, he felt, I mean, just take us through that experience when you first called Jaja.
Oh yeah, actually we have a brother, brothers in black.
Yeah.
Rasta Jaja Kalanda in Nakasero. And that's where I met Jaja Kaya.
Yeah.
So to me, the way he was playing guitar, it sounded very unique. And I love unique things, because I mean there are many guitarists around. But I loved him from day one. Yeah. And this is what I do. Whenever I find someone with a talent, I want to support them in any way. Abayimbi bangi benkoledde engoye. If I had the money, nandiguze copies zaabwe in a way to support them. Naye olwokubanga sometimes I find it easy for me to support you clothing wise, because musicians love clothing, and that's why I interested him to come and start learning how to make shirts and pants, because he needs to change all the time. In our platforms like this all the time, appearing on stage, TV, you know.
Yeah.
So I gave him that idea, Nimugamba, come, let's share the skills. I have a musical feel. You can teach me how to play. Actually, he has taught my son. He plays guitar, is very good, and keyboard. And Mutabani wa Papa CD made him this shirt. Because he's teaching him guitar, how to play guitar. So was teaching him how to make a shirt, Mutabani wa Papa CD. Then the piece that remained, Nemugamba, why don't you make for your teacher a shirt? And the kid just bought the idea right away.
And this is done right here in Uganda, what Judge is wearing right now?
Yesterday in Kawanda. This is Papa's son, Papa Sidi's son.
Yeah, who made the shirt?
Yeah, he's 13 years.
Wow.
He made this shirt for
It's called Ryan.
Because he teaches him how to play guitar.
Wow. So
it's the same thing that I do. I can support you in terms of fashion, clothing. You don't go to wedding. To support you on your wedding. Chance will maybe to make you a changing wear or a gown or something like that.
Wow.
So because Fetugamba at our school share the talent. What you have, you really don't have to have too much to give out.
Yes.
Share what you have. It's just too much. It's just that you don't know that what you have is just too much.
Yes.
But people think when you give, we're going to losing everything. No, it's not the way like that.
Wow.
So that's how I met Jaja. Jaja is a humble man. I mean, you can just the way he talks, the way he plays guitar, his lyrics. You can easily identify that this is a very humble person.
Yeah.
So netukwatagana bulungi nnyo up to now. We formed a band. He has his band is called Sweet Band.
Yeah.
Because he plays sweet music. That's what he calls his band. So until now, netutunulia, how can we use fashion and music, you know, to create something that can positively, you know, change the society. So that's how we came up with the song Kitenji Party. We were thinking people with different thoughts, people with different beliefs, people with different cultures can come together in one party. As Africans, because we have a print that is called Kitenji, that brings all Africans together.
Wow.
So our people power, our movement, Africans, Kenyans, Nigerians, West Africans, South Africans, we can all come in one unity in a party wearing Kitenji with an identity, which is Kitenji.
Wow.
And that's the essence of the song.
Wow. Well, thank you very much, Latif, and thank you very much, Judge. We're going to have to take that song. We want to listen to that song. We're going to take a break. We want to listen to that song, and we want to hear the composition of the Kitenge music done by Jaja and, of course, Latif right here. It is playing on every stage where these guys go to, and they're going to play it again. Coronavirus came and slowed down things. This is the Creative Industry Talk, where we get to discuss everything about creativity, culture, cross-cultural learning for peace building is what we're saying here. Cross-cultural learning for peace building. Please, I repeat that word. Cross-cultural learning for peace building is what we're talking about here. And of course, we're talking about a Ugandan fashion on a global stage. Do you have a fashion? Is your fashion making it to the global stage? Latif is going to take us through on this part 2 of the interview. Stay right there on the Kitenge Party. Let's have that party and enjoy it as we go for a coffee break. This is the Creative Industry Break.
Mary Jane mama. Badene stressi mungi nga ne covid yansalako ebizibu byetagisa sente nyingi onyumirwa kayimba kano sinomuti omwemu omuswayiri agamba nti furuta bangi nzijukira demu wange nakayaga erinnya ly'ezzungu ye Mary Jane oyo yambererawo nambudabuda munaku ne musanyu mugeto Nemosite Alibani Babiloni banda babubi mugeto nemosite Mary Jenny mwagala zemulabanga eddagala
Reggae Embassy Uganda Africa Unite in Kitenjiwea
abami n'abakyala mwena abasimatuka korona naddala bali erudde eri muno sirandani kyembakutira kiri kimu butekubagiza wadde embeera za korona bangi zatutagula kakati tuve mu mayumba bitenje bateri nesonze bumale ate nga tetusaanidde ddala kugisubwa mwani yabagamba okwambala engoye z'emivumba tujja kwambala bitenji byokka designer Latifu Uganda omurasita owakabye yatonga mu nnyonyi wamakwesa bulembaga Maliki Jeni ne Hawa abo basibi banvi alo tujja kuba nabo Anifa wa makeup Mariamu yedikoletako ne Pofini ebyokulya bingi nnyo ebyekifirika Madamu Sala Soshi ebitaddemu omukono Olivia Kasarini n'alima Makamaka manyingo owulira Kuruno twambala ebitenji byokka Kuruno twambala ebitenji
African culture tengeza festival Mukitenji pate tubeera twolina ebifo Kabeera ketalogo kusa Madamu Sala Promota kyasinze nabemwe London Mu North London abatuuse batumiddeko Nabeyuna ekitenji mwenna kambagoneko Omwana wammwe ali omukko yalemeddeko gwebuuza Popini oba Mary Latifu yaliko Amanya yensono bitomu by'omuto omutamu Akulukuta ennyukuta mpangira ddala ebitamu Limwe lufati mu mpisa nakwata ku kalamu mpulira amaganda zenna gambunye ebifo abitegeka Latifu Madoyi designer bw'atandika okutunga baba temumuwona tetwesala bitenji byokka temutulaba
Welcome back from that break. This is the Creative Industry Talk. My name is Edio Killer. On this very fine day where we're talking about creativity, Ugandan fashion on a global stage. And of course, we want to understand this whole thing about, Ugandan on a global stage and how we're taking the fashion to the global stage. Of course, I see some of your comments here coming and people are saying, I love that gentleman, I love Jaja. I love Latif. Can we hear some more from Jaja? Of course, Jaja is going to play for us that song, Kitenge. You've heard it, the sound, beautiful, and we're going to dive into how Kitenge is going to make it to the world stage as planned by Latif Shah.
Abamina bakyala mwena naddala bali erudde eri mu North London kyembakutira kiri kimu butekubagiza wadde embeera za korona bangi zatutagula kakati tuve mu mayumba kitenji pateyi nesonze bumale ate nga tetusaanidde ddala kugisuwa mwani yabagamba okwambala engoye z'emivumba tujja kwambala bitenji byokka designer Latifu Uganda omurasita owakabye yatunga mu nnyonyi Maliki Jeni ne Hawa abo basibi banviiri alo tujja kuba nabo Anifa wa makeup Mariamu yedikoletako ne Pofini ebyokulya bingi nnyo ebyekifirika Madamu Sala Shoshi ebitaddemu omukono Olivia Kasarini n'alima Makamaka manyinga owulira Kuno twambala ebitenji byokka Kuno twambala bitenji byokka
Yeah, you've had it right there coming from Jaja. That's a sound beautiful coming from Uganda. Come on, guys, you're gonna share this out. You're gonna make this look really beautiful.
Yes,
Latif, let's talk about the fashion now.
Yes.
Jaja has given us such a very beautiful sound on stage, and he's giving us this. We are going to wear only kitenge on the party. And nobody has ever made kitenge sound so cool like this. Let's talk about it. So what is the motivation behind this fashion?
We really care.
Yes.
That's one thing. We really care.
Yeah.
And we hope this song is going to support also other tailors and designers.
Yeah, okay.
Because we are trying to make people, we are trying to create an awareness that let's embrace our own. Let's wear our own. We can see the taxes are so high right now, importing clothes from China and everywhere. But let's embrace our own. That way we are supporting the industry and we are developing a country. Because we are creating many jobs for tailors and also designers who are going to become so prominent, you know. So this song is basically to interest the people, the community, that let's embrace our own. Make an order from a designer, your nearest designer. It's not just ours. It's a song for everybody. You know, so if you're in the industry, take advantage, share the song, let the people. We want to make a very beautiful video for this song. That's why we are taking our time. We want to interest the people so people can support their industry right here. So that way we are developing our nation.
Talking about it, Latif, a lot of time we think that tailors have low self-esteem.
Yes.
Because they are not always brought out to the forefront.
That's right.
Know the trailers.
That's
but the cloth I'm wearing is made by tailor.
By
the shirt
tailor.
I'm wearing is made by tailor. The clothes I'm wearing is made by tailor. The shirt you're wearing is made by tailor. I'm just learning today that a 13-year-old made this for Jaja right here, Jaja Kaya. I mean, how do we get the tailors to actually begin to believe in themselves that yes, I'm the one who makes Okila look good, and so therefore I'm important in a society, and I can take my craft and my art and spread love across the world. How
you're
do you
very
do
right.
This, having done this on a world stage you yourself?
You're very right. And I'm doing everything possible, basically to lift their self-esteem. One thing, you've seen me make clothes on plane and on also other platforms. I'm taking a sewing machine where you rarely think you can make clothes from. But trust me, clothing is everywhere. Even when you go to shower, there's clothing. Even when you go to bed, there's a type of clothing. Wherever you go, clothing. Clothing or designers, fashion supports music 99%. Because before you even come out,
be giving us a sound to support this one.
Exactly, you know, because before you
give us some beds so we can continue with this. Yes.
Before you start thinking or planning your concert, you're starting to think, how am I going to appear on a concert? How am I going to appear on a show like this? How am I going to appear? You get a point. Everywhere there's clothing, so people must now start knowing that clothing is very important in society. Clothing is commercial. People, when you make clothes, you can make money. You can make business out of clothing. And now DIT, that's the reason why DIT is coming in, because we've tried to create this awareness that the designers or the tailors must be supported in this industry, and also other stakeholders. Because being a fashion president, I'm not just talking about designers being a designer, but all the industry I'm talking about, the people who supply us machines. We have Kiembe people, Kiembe sewing machines. We have the people supplying us with fabrics. We have people teaching. We need journalists, people who can talk right about fashion, present nice pictures, not the pictures that people aim at, you know, taking knickers for the models. That's not what we are looking at. We are trying to address it nicely and properly. So the reason why I'm doing that, abantu basobole okwekiririza that guno omulimu gwa beeyi. DIT has already assessed us, and many other centers that have been put outside there for people, the tailors who are already skilled, to go and be assessed so they can be accredited. If you have good thoughts, maybe you have a birowozo ebirungi you want to table in the parliament, you can as well be able to stand as a parliamentary, as an MP. You get a point. But before, luli babadde batuita omutunzi. Bubatunzi. You know, like minimizing. When you fail exams, try okutunga. It's not for failures. This is for really genuine people with brains, because there's a lot of mathematics, there's so much geometry, statistics in clothing. Come on, you cannot fail elsewhere and think you're going to try. Try it, decide. Also, we want to produce really skilled people in the field. Abantu abatuufu abateekeddwa okukola omulimu guno. People who qualify with ethics, people who qualify as professionals, people to qualify with skills and also credentials. So you have a whole package right there to lobby for offices, you know. So omulimu guno sigwa bei dondolo, mulimu gwa tendo. Yes.
Wow. Wow, you've had it coming up from Latif. This is a creative industry talk, and of course we're talking to Latif right here, and of course Latif Design, Latif Academy, and Latif, the man who makes you know, a shirt in 3 minutes on a plane. That's something totally very different. And of course Jaja, I want to ask you a question. You know, you are now on the world stage. You have been traveling with Latif, going for fashion, golabanga, wangambi ebintu kati bitandika choose omulembe gogo choose wachuka dala sawa zino tuliko. Is that the right word?
Yes.
Yes. So Dad, I want you to share that bit with us. How does it feel like when you now, the first time you jump on the plane with Latif to go, if at all it has already happened, or even in a bus to go on another stage somewhere? How did it make you feel like waluli otya?
Buli wentuuse ne Latif wonna mpulira bulungi era mmanyi nti Katonda yakiteekateeka tubeere na Latif. Ensonga lwaki nayiyayo kalirikisaawo katono akagamba nti omuyimbi n'omutunzi basomesa erudda babasanyusa kaya ne Latifu katusomese eggwanga lino Yi o wu yi o wu akati jangu osome oyige fashoni komola tunga tunda fona sente.
Wow, come on everybody, give it up for Jaja. Wow, Jaja.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jaja. Have you been out of Uganda with Latif?
No.
Have you been anywhere on a stage?
Yeah, tuwadde ku stages nyingi nye Zakabi, Chronics, Busy Signal, Chameleon, Bobby Wine. Tuwadde ku stages zonna top concerts wano mu Uganda. Naye ayina show as we speak right now. We are being advertised already for Uganda independence in the UK. The North Ugandan community in the UK is organizing a get-together event for the people of Uganda, you know, corona. So they have an independence event which is going to have a fashion show. But myself and Jaja Kaya will be there representing as well. Most of all, together because we are trying to bring up the kids in the UK. They are too much into computer and everything. They have not tested the real thing. So we want to, you know, take the real thing to them.
Wow. This is going to be Jaja's first travel with you to the UK world stage. Jaja, how are you feeling right now?
I feel nice.
Can you share? What are you looking for when you get to, you know, the UK and you know, when you jump on the plane and you go there with the music, with the guitar? What are you looking forward to?
Ndowooza Katonda ajja kubanga ayise mu Latifu okuntuusa ku ddaala lye nalina mu kirooto kyange. Lye nali nsuubira.
Kati okutuuka eyo, when you reach there, what do you want to see?
Okusookera ddala njagala kulaba ku bannayuganda abaliyo. Ekyokubiri kulaba abazungu baatuleka batya okubeera mu mbeera erowoozesa omuddugavu yenna nti ye tasobola. Era obuyimba bwange njagala bugende nnyo sayidi awo nga bulaga nti omuddugavu naye asobola ate ye muntu omutuufu ali original.
So to add on that, the event being organized by the North Ugandan community in the UK, together with UG Fix, that is the Uganda Fashion Expo. We know, myself getting an internship, to do my internship in Paris, and at residence in Paris, Chambi Kulobongo, you know, I realized that everybody needs something like this. People have to get out of Uganda, look at the international platforms, tap into international markets, that way to borrowing ideas and let's do things. When you come to my school, my design, I copied it from Norway. You know, it was a theater. So only when you come to school to, you know, witness that, and with time when it's done, because the school is still under construction. Yeah. But I mean, we need to borrow these ideas. We need to copy good things and bring them back home. When we are so much here, we do not know what people are doing outside there. Yeah. So UGFX is right there. I did my photo shoot in Hollywood, because I know there are also models here who don't even ever they start modeling until they retire. Yeah. They have not tested an international stage runway. You get the point. So those are the reasons why UGFX is in place. On that event, we are planning also to have people who want to go look out for, you know, technological machinery, because fashion is into technology right now. The way machines make clothes, we need that back home, because the industry is now growing. We must now start eyeing towards that direction. Wow. Machines, materials, and things like that. Wow. Yes.
Latif, just before we go for a break together with Jaja, and I want everybody out there to share your comment, kisses and disses. We want to hear from you. What do you think about Jaja and Latif joining together, music, fashion coming together to basically bring you an experience on